doing? What are you doing?
We're here.
What's everybody doing?
What are you doing?
I'm Marin.
I'm Emily.
And this is
Remember Twilight. Guess if my nose tickles. This week we are talking about Chapter 9.
Third wheel. Time flies when you're having hallucinations.
Jacob, school.
A little bit.
Work, Jacob, school. Bella. She is a moon. Her planet exploded. She is still a rotation around nothing. No matter how good my life is or could possibly be, I'm not gonna let myself fully enjoy it.
Yeah.
Barrier.
Exactly.
So, Ghostword. He's gone. Ghostword has business elsewhere. Okay, we gotta find the meadow. And also, what else can I do in the meantime? He was waiting when I pulled up in front of the house.
There was a little display of those pink conversation hearts. Bella's gonna think I'm so stupid, but I'm gonna get this for her.
And he pulls out the box, and Bella's like, will he be my Valentine? And she's like, what exactly do you want from me? He goes, just a slave for life, that kind of thing. So Bella has nothing to worry about. That seems innocent enough.
Slave for life is actually much more acceptable than girlfriend.
That's fine. Yes. Reasonable terms.
I'll do it.
So Bella might want to look into installing a moat between her and Jacob, because these little lines she keeps drawing just don't mean anything to him. He's too tall, he can't see them. Jacob asks if she wants to go hiking or to the ER. Cool choice. Yep. And when he asks her about what they're gonna do on Friday, she whips out some fake plans faster than you could believe. I'm going to a movie with all of my friends.
Does she think that Jacob is stupid? She doesn't have any friends.
It's true. He's like, so we're going to a movie?
You and me? We're us? I mean, he's kind of stupid, but not like that.
That annoying guy from school.
Talks about how annoying Mike is and how he's relentless and never stops. And Jacob is like, well, I guess that's the plan I'm going to make too.
Sounds like a good idea to me. She invites him because he looks sad. I couldn't stand hurting Jacob. We seem connected in an odd way, and his pain set off little stabs of my own. Are we going to pretend like it's not the egg in her ovary that makes her feel an odd way?
What is this twinge? Am I starting my period? Oh, it's just Jacob.
That is what's happening. We have to accept it and we can move on. At school the next day, Bella now has to invite everyone out to see a movie with her.
Oh my gosh.
She starts with Mike.
I don't...
As she's asking Mike, he becomes less and less interested with each new detail she reveals. A date with Bella? A group date? Your new friends are coming? And you want everyone else to come too.
Okay.
I guess. Can I drive? This plan crumbles almost immediately. Ben, Angela, Mike, and Jacob. What a date.
Terrible.
Cut to Friday. After school, Bella comes home to see a familiar car parked in the driveway.
She's so excited.
It's Jacob. She goes for a high five to Jacob, which is really more of a low five for Jacob.
Yeah, is he just putting his hand on his waist?
Yes. That high five turns into a handhold. And Mike turns around the corner and Bella's like, Jacob goes, I remember this guy, the one who thought you were his girlfriend. Is he still confused? Some people are hard to discourage. Jacob. Then again, sometimes persistence pays off.
Just stop. Oh, jeez.
Most of the time, it's just annoying, though.
Bam! Right in the face.
Bella. If a person you spend all your time with tells you that they just want to be your friend and always pulls away from you when you try to hold their hand or put your arm around them, stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
Don't be persistent. Be consensual. Okay, bye. It's gross. It's so gross. Mike comes over and his eyes turned wary as he looked up to Jacob. This is your sophomore friend? This
Spending all your time with?
Homework buddy?
This guy? I'm surprised Mike didn't just turn around and go home.
I feel sick. As Mike asks if they should reschedule, and Jacob's like, well, I'm still going. They have to put Mike in the back seat. He leaned forward, resting his chin on the shoulder of my seat. His cheek almost touched mine.
Gross.
Is Billy gonna kill me if I sneak you in? Well, I told him you were planning to corrupt my youthful innocence.
And bring some honey.
Bella also is not really paying attention to the movie.
Between
is she
these-
high? She's like, I'm just gonna settle in and watch the colors and the shapes move.
She's sitting between these two boys, and like, but she's got two hands.
Both sides.
A big, beautiful, warm brown one, a small, clammy, white
cold
one.
And it's not Edward's.
Neither wants to. What is she supposed to? Oh gosh, I would just leave. I would just be like, I have to go get some candy and not come back.
He's like, I hope your hands fall asleep. Mike is a groan and a lean. I'm sick. Leaves. Bella and Jake follow him. Jake puts his arm around Bella when she sits down. She immediately leans away. So then he grabs her hand, and when she tries to pull away, he grabs her wrist with his other hand.
This exact same physical touch happened in Twilight with Edward, and it was absolutely consensual. Like, Bella was like, he's holding my wrists, he's moving my hands around, and she loved it. And it was very sweet, and Edward was so careful and so just like loving with her, and like he was manipulating her body around so that he could like touch her and never let go no matter what. And this is like the polar opposite, where Bella is like, I don't want to be holding hands, and Jacob is pulling back on the wrist, and it's like, this is a huge, like, I do not want you to be touching me like this. And Jacob is like, I don't give a crap. Like, I love you, and I'm going to show you, and I want to touch you, and that is not okay.
No. I'm prepared to be annoyingly persistent.
No, absolutely no. I'm not going to change. I don't want to be with anybody. Just don't expect more.
And again goes to pull her hand away, but he doesn't let her again.
I don't like it.
And he goes, does this really bother you? And she's like, well, no, you're warm and you're like a safe person, but I know that this means something way different to you than it does to me, so it just can't happen. Just then, Mike stumbles out of the bathroom. As they're driving back to Forks, they roll all the windows down, hoping that the cold air will help Mike, but it doesn't. He immediately pukes. It's cold in Forks, Washington, so Jacob does another arm around to keep Bella warm. You're kind of feverish. For months, I'd been utterly uninhabitable. Now I was a little improved. The front room was in better repair, but that was all. Just the one small piece. He deserved better than that. Better than a one-room falling down fixer-upper.
Bella!
No amount of investment on his part could put me back in working order. Dear Bella, you don't have to be perfect.
Dear sweet Bella, you are perfect. You guys are. This gets like so read over. People don't read this. I don't know how people can be. This is going to be controversial.
Ooh.
I don't know how people can be Team Jacob after reading this. He is forcing himself on her, and she does not want it. She is not into it, not even a little bit. She's completely honest with him about it. She is going to just give in and let him, because she is broken. He's taking advantage of her. Guys, Edward never did that. How?
When they get back to her house, Jacob tells her that he actually doesn't feel so good. So he's gonna head home too, but there's something I want to tell you, Bella, but I think it's gonna sound corny. It's just that I know you're unhappy a lot, and maybe it doesn't help anything, but I wanted you to know that I'm always here. I won't ever let you down.
Wait.
I promise.
What?
You can always count on me.
Oh.
Wow, that does sound corny. But you know that, right? That I would never, ever hurt you.
Wait.
Wow, I bet he really doesn't hurt her and leave her by herself now.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. And Jacob's like, man, I'm really starting to feel wolfy. I mean, sick. How I wish that Jacob Black had been born my brother, my flesh and blood brother, so that I would have some legitimate claim on him that still left me free of any blame now. Heaven knows I never wanted to use Jacob, but I couldn't help but interpret the guilt I felt now to mean I had. Dear Team Jacob, how do you feel about this? How do you feel that every time Jacob tries to get close to Bella, she feels this badly about it, to the point where she wishes a scenario in which they could never, ever be together romantically?
That's a good question.
I'm curious.
It's like, fine, he's cute, he's the friend, he's blah, blah, blah. He's actually not good for her. Edward spent all of Twilight being like, I'm not good for her, I'm not good for her, I'm not good for her. But all he ever did was things that were good for her. And if you would like a recap on that, go back to episode 1 and start listening. But never once is she like, Edward's bad for me and I don't want to be with him. Ever.
Yeah.
But guess what? Every single time now that she's with Jacob, she's like, this isn't good. I shouldn't be with him. I shouldn't be doing this. This is bad.
You ship people. You can throw out things that happen in the book, but I don't understand wanting so badly a relationship in which one of the characters is so very much against the relationship.
She's explicit.
How can you still want Bella to be with Jacob when he makes her feel like this?
She is explicit about how much she doesn't want to be with him. That she wants to be his sister.
Yeah, if I was his sister and we could just hang out all the time and there was no chance that he would develop feelings for me, that is what I want.
That's what I want. She says, I knew in the pit of my stomach, in the center of my bones, from the crown of my head to the soles of my feet, love gives someone the power to break you. I don't want to love him, and I don't want him to love me. The end. Guys, wait. She goes inside to bite her nails.
Charlie, my sweet Charlie.
Charlie, what is he doing?
He's sitting on the floor right in front of the TV.
I said, what, the dad?
Oh my
gosh. What is this?
A foot away. I'm dead. He's too precious.
He's like on the floor? He's 50.
I love him. That game was really good. And he started in the kitchen with the game on, getting something while he's eating. And then he grabs his chips and his beer and he goes and he sits down on the couch. And then he sits on the edge of the couch and then right in front of the couch. And then he scoots.
A scoot.
All the way up. This game is so good, Bella. Wait, why are you home? The movie.
He's embarrassed too.
Yeah.
You guys were supposed to be at a movie still. I don't usually sit right in front of the TV while I'm watching a game.
She tells him they left early. Mike got sick. And she goes and she's waiting by the phone. It's been 10 minutes. It's been 15 minutes.
Too long.
That's how long it takes me to drive. It's been 18 minutes. Ring, ring.
Hello, Billy.
Hello, Billy Black. Is Jacob home? Yeah, he's home. Don't come over. In fact, just stay at your house. Click.
Mean. No more honey.
She wakes up for her shift at work, which becomes her shift on the bathroom floor.
Oh.
She too has the stomach flu. Bella falls asleep again on the bathroom floor, and so Charlie takes her and puts her in bed. And she wakes up and she feels better. So she calls to check on Jacob. He says, don't come over. I'll call you when I can. I'll see you soon. Okay, wait for me to call, though.
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is... Oh, my gosh, no.
Bye, Jacob. Bella. End scene.
Oh, thanks for remembering New Moon with us.
The next chapter has a vampire in it.
Are the wolves in the next chapter? Or
They
is it
have
just
to.
vampire?
I hope so.
I'm so scared. So we love you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, suckers. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.